Good morning and welcome to the Committee on Ways and Means. Committee Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Assemblywoman Anderson. Present. Assemblywoman Backus. Present. Assemblywoman Brown May. Here. Assemblywoman Dickman. Here. Assemblywoman Gorlow. Here. Assemblyman Hafen. Here. Assemblywoman Howdigi. Here. Assemblywoman Kasama. Here. Assemblyman Miller. Present. Assemblyman O'Neill. Here. Assemblywoman Peters. Here. Assemblyman Watts. Here. Assemblyman Yeager. Here. And Chair Monroe Moreno.
And I am here. This should be relatively quick, and I appreciate you all. I know we had a long morning joint session meeting, but we are here today for a work session on Assembly Bill 268. It's a bill that we heard last week. It makes an appropriation to the Office of Finance and the Office of the Governor for the payment of retention incentives to employees of the Executive Department of the state government. Now we'll turn the meeting over now for an explanation of the work session documents and amendment to our fiscal analysis.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the record, Sarah Kaufman, Legislative Council Bureau Fiscal Analysis Division. Assembly Bill 268 was heard in the Committee on Ways and Means on March 8, 2023. Assembly Bill 268 makes appropriations to the Governor's Office of Finance for the purpose of issuing two $500 payments to each employee of the executive branch of the state government. The $500 payment would be made to employees who are employed on March 31st, 2023, and those who are employed on June 16th, 2023. Within the executive budget, the governor recommended $20 million for this purpose for a one-time appropriation. However, it is fiscal staff's understanding that this amount was increased by $3 million to a total of $23 million to account for professional staff within the Nevada system of higher education. The testimony that was provided on March 8th came from the governor's chief of staff, Ben Keycover, and the governor's budget director, Amy Stevenson. Those who were in support of the bill were Cisco Aguilar, Secretary of State, Susie Martinez, Nevada State CIO, Randy Saltero from ASME, Doug Unger from the Nevada Faculty Alliance, and Kent Irving from the Nevada Faculty Alliance. During the hearing, the chair had requested a budget amendment to be prepared for this particular piece of legislation. On your desk, you all should have the mock-up for budget amendment, the proposed amendment, which is 3527. In this budget amendment, Section 1 changes the amount from $23 million to $20,970,000 for the Executive Department of the state, which excludes professional staff from the Nevada system of higher education, persons whose compensation is paid from a budget account that is not subject to NRS 353-150 to 353-246, which is also known as the Budget Act, and people who are in positions of temporary, intermittent, or seasonal positions. This funding would be provided to the Judicial Department of the state government. In Section 2, $325,000 is provided to the Legislative Fund for the Legislative Council Bureau staff. And in Section 3, $81,000 is provided to the Public Employees Retirement System. And with that, Madam Chair, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much, members. I hope you had an opportunity in between our two meetings today to review the amendment and look it over. And following the explanation of the amendment, I will accept a motion to amend due pass.
So moved, Madam Chair.
The second? It's been motioned from Assemblywoman Howdigi, a second from Assemblywoman Backus. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes unanimously. And with that, I will assign the floor statement to Assemblywoman Hadigi.
Thank you.
Members, that is the only business on our agenda for today. So that brings up to the last item, and it will be public comment. If we have anyone here in the audience that would like to make public comment, please fill in all the chairs. We'll do Carson City, move to Las Vegas, and then we will go to our phone lines. And if you'd like to call in, the public line is 888-475-4499. Our meeting ID is 846-5975-2648, and then please press pound. We will start here in Carson City. Good morning.
Kent Irvin, K-N-T-E-R-V-I-N, Nevada Faculty Alliance. We're the statewide independent association of professional employees at the Nevada System of Higher Education. We work to empower our members to be fully engaged in helping our students succeed. I have to put on the record that although I spoke in favor of in support, and NFA spoke in support of AB 268 at the hearing, that was before the amendment that was made today. And we would have to withdraw that support because it unfairly excludes just NSHE professional employees. My reading of the mock-up is it still includes other unclassified employees of the state. Could be wrong about that, but that's my current reading of the bill. And that means that NSHE professional unclassified employees are being singled out even though we are part of the executive department of the state. And that was clear in the AB 224 hearing, for example. And if it's just about the funds, there are other ways that, the amount of money available, there are other ways to accomplish a reduction. We are fully in support of retention bonuses for our classified colleagues. We have such retention problems, and anything helps. But the same goes for our lower paid professional staff, our entry-level faculty, our college lecturers. And so, I don't care if the coach gets a $500 retention bonus, but I just have to put that on the record. But I know will be looking out for us in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else that would like to make public comment? See none, and I see no one in Las Vegas. BPS, do we have anyone joining us today on the phone lines?
Chair, the public line is open and working, but there are no callers wishing to provide public comment at this time.
Thank you so much. So members, with that, this meeting is adjourned.